What's up, everyone? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through politics, so you don't drown too. I'm just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. You know, before we get into the subject, I would just like to speak on New York City. I think also Jersey. I think that is absolutely crazy. In less than 25 years, New York City is so fucking fucked up that we've allowed people aged 16 to 40 pretty much as the voting demographic completely ruin that city. Now, what is his name? Whatever Mandami, whatever the radical Muslim, communist, whatever the fuck it is, whatever the fuck he considers himself, is going to be the mayor for the next 4 years in New York City. And I really seriously hope that the right and the middle gets their shit together before they lose everything, and then they end up becoming more and more like how it is in England, because this is how it started in England. Do you guys know in England there's more Indians that own property than English men and women? And when they say Indians, they're talking about Muslims. They're not talking about. I just the people are going to have to fight in New York City every single step of the way with resistance, and make sure to check him when he's trying to place people in power that when he leaves they continue on their bullshit. When it comes down to housing, make sure they don't set up any of them Islamic prayer shits anywhere. There's a lot of damage that man is going to do and is capable of doing in the next 4 years. And the thing that's so sad about it is he has fraudulent citizenship papers, because he's expressed, not only did he express not only did he express approval of terrorist groups, which should automatically get you off of the fucking list to come over to the United States. I believe there's some other shit that he's done, like a couple of other things, but I haven't been, because I sat there and said to myself, I don't want to think about this, because that shit would make me feel bad for anybody that we know in New York, or anybody that I know in New York, or people that live there. And I'm also seeing a lot of stupid people sitting there. And the saddest thing about that, I'm so sorry before we get into this, the saddest thing about this is a lot of the people that voted for him are educated, well off white women that self suicidal empathy will get them killed. But the thing is, a lot of them are well off, so they can just leave. They can just go to a friend state somewhere. They can just go to a family member state somewhere. In fact, let me see if I still have it.
I think what's really important and standing out for me right now is if we can take ourselves like a high level, like not say immigration, not say economy, not say all the hot talking points, and just ask ourselves, how are we treating our neighbors? Like, how are we treating one another? And is it okay that yesterday, on Saturday, 42 million of our neighbors no longer can feed themselves? It is okay. Is it okay that our neighbors are getting taken off the streets by ICE? Is it okay that gender affirming care is being taken from young people who really need it to survive? Is it okay that the Supreme Court has now justified racial profiling? That's not how I want to treat my neighbor. I think on Saturday, 42, like, how are we treating one another?
Look at her hands, skulls. Again, these are the people who will set you up to be killed, and then they will leave. These are the people that will sabotage you and then smile in your face and then want to be protected by men after diminishing men for multiple years. She cares more about her neighbors that don't even belong here. And let's be real here. I have absolutely, like, man. All right, let's get into the subject. Work with me.
No! Fuck the fuck, bitch!
Okay. It says, man allegedly invaded the woman's restroom with what appears to be a bottle of lube, assaulted a woman after he was confronted, and then fled the scene. Keep men out of women's bathrooms. Now, I'm going to just sit here and say this, right? I'm never going to stop fighting for women to be safe, even the ones who put it on themselves, because that's what men do. And women, I know the good ones are fighting the fight. I know that they're kind of getting it now, the shit that men's been saying all these years. But I just need you to understand something. Your greatest enemy when it comes down to this fight is not other men. Granted, there's a man in this bathroom, in this video, just like there was a man in the gym, in the Gold's Gym video. But your biggest problem, your biggest obstacle to safety is other women. This would not have happened 15, 20, 25 years ago, period. And if it would have happened, every single man, because many of them would have been family oriented or good men just in general, striving good men, up and coming good men, would have handled that situation. But we live in this world where all the men are so fucking pacified because we don't have a choice. Let's be real. We stand up, we end up like Daniel Penny. Let's get it.
No! Fuck the fuck, bitch! That shit! You are watching my friends! These motherfuckers are shit!
You see! I should punch you in your fucking face.
What is that? Oh, shh.
You dead ass? You dead ass? You
Where
dead
that-
ass? In the fucking bathroom?
I run this shit.
You in the fucking you run shit.
Oh, he actually did assault them. He actually did assault them. Now, in the last video, it was a aspiring music artist who was gay or lesbian, right? So gay as a female, lesbian, whatever. And she was basically making a scene. And I guess the reason why she was making a scene, because I said that if she didn't make a scene, nobody would have moved. But even when she made a scene, nobody would have moved because let's be real here, whenever there's an individual who's making a scene, especially if it's somebody who's of darker skin or something like this, you'll have people who will sit there and be like, oh, that's just normal. She was making a scene to let other women know, and the men, that the reason why she's being kicked out was because, she was being kicked out because of a guy in the rest of a guy in the ladies' room. And he goes back into the ladies' room, which is insane. And she says, how can you care about other women when you're invading women's space? Actual women, which I guess is self-defeating in my eyes. You shouldn't be even, it's not a woman. I wouldn't even play that game. But this individual right here, he's personally just straight up invading his space. And he's messing. I'm guessing these are 3 black girls. I'm guessing these are 3 black girls that he's talking shit with. Man, hell nah.
What? Nigga, where did this nigga even come from?
I can beat your ass!
You got 3 women there. 3 women. I listen, I understand that a woman does not equal a man in a fight, but that's 3 bodies on one. Clothes would have been out. This again, if they, I know that people are not gonna like me saying this. Some people are not gonna like me saying this. Maybe close your mouth. Your vernacular is not helping, and get the kicking ass. That man, if I was a woman with 2 other girls, you fight dirty. You ruin that man's life in there. You ruined that man's life in there. You hear me? This man was just in the bathroom with fucking lube. I was questioning, like, I was like, are you sure it's lube? Is this alleged? This man actually had fucking lube. This man was about to he was ready to go. He was ready to go. And the thing is that's so funny about this is, man, I want to say some shit, but man, listen. Man, how do you think a woke pack of women would have reacted to this? Would they had just laughed it off? Would they had just laughed it off? Man, that's insane. That's actually insane. Men, women, and totally ill and mentally ill men. Just hire him at the local school. Can you please tell me about yourself? I'm a complete sexually degenerate and mentally unstable. You're hired. Public elementary school. It's going to take women doing this to bring about an end. Those who sat quietly by have allowed this to metastasize. You mean women? You mean the women that sat by and allowed it? As long as it didn't directly affect them? Or they felt good about doing it? He needs to be put on a registry. Props to these women for standing up to him and making him walk away with their tail tucked between his legs. Invading a woman's bathroom like this needs to be a federal crime. You can pretend you are a woman, but you will still need a prostate exam when you are 40. Okay. When boundaries are broken, safety is lost. A place meant for privacy should never become a ground for fear. Protecting women's spaces is not hatred, but wisdom. For respect is the wall that keeps peace standing. See, but here's the thing that I want to understand. So let's say that this thing comes to a head and, shit pops off and people really get tired of the trans issue, right? Will women concede at that point that men need to also be respected with their boundaries and spaces? Because understand, the women that are rightfully angry about this, do they understand that that's the same shit that women have done to men all these years and not respected their space or boundaries and forced their ways inside of spaces where it was supposed to be men only? Just saying. The weakest men compete with girls. The weakest minds celebrate it. Pretty on point, actually. The epitome of slippery slope. Those women deserve accolades for running them out. Great job recording and posting another sick fucking pervert. Everyone needs to record and post the business names, owners, and managers of any establishment that condones this behavior. The man's gender identity confirmed. I don't think he's got any intention of becoming a woman. The only difference between him and a trans is that he wasn't wearing women's clothing and makeup. Men, take your girlfriend, your wife, your sister, and your mother to the gun range. Teach your women how to protect themselves. Teach them how to use a firearm correctly. Let them get comfortable shooting the gun, and then make sure they can carry it with them everywhere they go. You never know when you're going to run into a situation like this where if the woman had a gun, that man is not getting out of there alive. I guarantee you one or two get shot in the ladies' room. They'll stop going. Bro, whoa, hold up. Slow the fuck down, right? Slow the fuck down, Wild West, right? This situation doesn't call for that. Like this motherfucker's going from 1 to 500 with advice that absolutely would make things worse. So then after they done shoot this motherfucker, they going to jail, right? Because let's be real here, a lot of these situations that's happening are in places where, let's be honest, it probably blue states. Again, people forget, right, that not everybody can get access to a firearm, or that they make it damn near impossible for the majority of the population to properly protect themselves by stripping away people's rights. You saying it with useless ass information like make sure you get a gun. Listen, in this type of scenario, first and foremost, introducing a gun into this did this person get likes? 1, yeah, lady, ready, aim, pull the trigger till you're out of bullets. Yeah, this that's what we need. That's what we need in a situation like this, overwhelming fucking force. Man, in this situation, the only thing that you could properly do is put the fear in them that doing shit like this, the hand of justice will come down firm on them. That's all you can do is shooting them, and then you give these fucking weirdos and these nut jobs another reason to sit there and give these fucking freaks more fucking rights over you. No, they already love doing the shit where they sit there and they pretend that they're afraid for their existence. These freaks are so afraid for their existence and they're so scared of going outside at night. I'm sorry, going outside. And then because they're afraid that some fucking person who hates them for their gender identity or whatever the fuck it is going to kill them and delete them and all this other shit. And at the same time, in New York City, the majority of them are voting for fucking Madami. Get out of here with this nonsense. Grok, was this sicko ever arrested? Was he? No reports indicate an arrest yet. The incident occurred recently with the fleeing suspect after assaulting the woman who confronted him. Police may still be searching, but police sources show no updates on capture. This underscores why biological men shouldn't access women's restrooms. Predators exploit lax policies. I've been saying this for years. Been saying this shit for years. I'm past the point of just wanting them in prison. Men, liberals, women, problem solved. They won't do that. Just like they'll never go into their own sports. They won't do their own sports. They won't go to their own bathrooms. You know why? Because the whole thing is, and I listen, if some random trans person is reading this or listening to this and they're not down with this shit, more power to you. Because I know that there's trans people out there that are not down with this sick shit. But for the ones that get off on it, and yes, you do have individuals that they literally will sit there and their whole goal is to make other people feel comfortable because it turns them on. They do shit like that because they want attention. They want some type of interaction. Again, there are individuals that get off on making women uncomfortable like that. Or trying to get close to women. In fact, there was a video I saw not too long ago, probably 2 months ago. I wish I would have kept the video. And it was a fucking, you had a bunch of people surrounding this individual in full hijab garb, right? And then when they took the hijab off, it was a fucking dude. And he was wearing the hijab to get close to women. Yeah. If anyone's seen that video, please link me back that video so I can go over it again. Because I saw that video and I was like, yeah, makes sense. Brave young woman. I hope that woman that was his, okay, she's fine. Black women have good constitution. Stronger than any Middle Eastern or Indian man. By default, that's for sure. Our weakest black woman is stronger than any Pakistani man. It is clear that this is going to continue to happen and most people allow it. See, my thing is, and like, this is the thing, right? Let's say this individual, because it doesn't look like a restaurant or nothing like that. It looked like a parking lot or something. Let's say this individual was over there. All right, let me just be devil's advocate, right? Let's say this individual was over there and he's doing this.
I run this shit.
Yeah, I run this shit. See, and this is the thing. This is where, I'm trying to see what type of establishment this is. I don't know. I can't. See, this is why. All that scared of the instigators and push it on World Star and your photogenic, your photo skills is ass. Keep the camera up, not down. Like I said, focus more, like lower, like instead of expletives, right? Instead of just fucking cursing 24/7, stay on subject. Come on now. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but what I do know is, again, and here's the thing, that individual that's in there, he's probably a regular. My man had lube and everything ready. He's probably gonna go back to that establishment, wherever that place. I don't know where that place is. I don't know where that place is. But to play devil's advocate, right? Let's say that this individual is in that place, and maybe he had to go to the female's bathroom because the men's bathroom's out of order, right? The fact of the matter that he's even doing that is a lot. The fact of the matter that he's sitting there and he's actually arguing, talking about I run this shit and all of this other stupid shit, and then he pushes, nah, listen. Nope. Again, all that y'all talking loud and calling him nigga and shit, it's not helping. That's when you're supposed to put proper hands and feet on people. It's 3-1. 3-1. Honestly, in my eyes, they not really about it. Because again, if I was a woman in that situation, I'm telling you, that man would have been fucked. I'm sorry. All that yelling and fucking screaming. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next. And again, realistically, women shouldn't be fighting. But he already put his hands on them. He already put his hands on one of them. It's three of y'all. It's three of y'all. Man, I'm telling you, I would have made that man famous. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. When it's go time, it's go time. I don't care how shy, how nice, how humble, whatever that it is. You need to be able to be capable of being dangerous. We live in dangerous times. Everybody, keep your heads on a swivel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.